Meguiar's shocking secrets your car mechanic doesn't want you to know. You've been programmed to believe that achieving showroom quality paint requires professional equipment, specialized training, and premium services. But what if everything you've been told about car care is built on a foundation of carefully managed misinformation? Here's the truth they don't want you to know. The products capable of creating stunning, mirror-like finishes have been available to everyday car owners since piano manufacturers needed flawless wood polishing decades ago. Meguiar's didn't start with cars. They started with creating impossible perfection on piano surfaces. Professional detailers have quietly mastered simple techniques using these same accessible formulas, building profitable businesses around your belief that expertise can't be learned. They've turned basic product application into an exclusive service industry, keeping you dependent on their services while charging premium prices for knowledge you could master in your own driveway. But that exclusivity ends today. The methods that separate amateur attempts from professional results aren't industry secrets. They're applied knowledge that's been hidden in plain sight. If you appreciate information that actually saves you money and gives you power over your vehicle's appearance, then show your support right now by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It's a small click for you, but it greatly helps the algorithm show this content to other car owners who may be getting ripped off by overpriced detailing services right now. Get ready, because these 10 Meguiar secrets are going to completely change your perception of car care. We're counting down from the most overlooked to the most shocking revelation that could save you thousands in unnecessary professional services. Secret number 10. You can and should maintain yourself and save money. Let's start with the foundation that the entire detailing industry doesn't want you to grasp. Most of what they charge premium rates for, you can absolutely do yourself with the right knowledge and products. This isn't just my opinion. It's a fact that professional detailers have been obscuring for decades. Think about it. Every time you roll into a detailing shop or dealership service center, you're presented with packages and options that sound technically complex and specialized. Paint correction, ceramic coating preparation, multi-stage polish application, all designed to sound like rocket science when they're actually systematic processes anyone can learn. What they don't tell you is that Meguiar's has been formulating products for consumer use that perform virtually identically to options. The difference isn't in the chemistry, it's in the knowledge of how to apply them correctly. Let me give you a concrete example. A professional detailer recently charged my neighbor $350 for a paint decontamination and protection package that consisted of a wash, clay bar treatment, and synthetic wax application. The total cost of those same Meguiar's products? About $45. The technique? I'll teach you that right here, for free. The reality is that professional grade results don't require professional certification or specialized equipment for most detailing tasks. What they require is understanding the correct sequence of steps, the right product for each surface, and techniques that maximize effectiveness while minimizing the risk of damage. The detailing industry thrives on this information gap. They depend on your belief that their services are irreplaceable, that their expertise can't be replicated in your driveway. This dependency is worth billions annually to them, which explains their motivation for maintaining the mystique around proper car care. Don't misunderstand. There are absolutely specialized services that require professional equipment, particularly for severe paint correction or exotic finishes. But for 90% of what the average car owner needs, the necessary tools and products are sitting on store shelves right now, waiting for you to discover them. Get ready for our next secret that will change how you look at one of the most expensive components of your vehicle. Secret number 9. Wheels and tires. Require the right product for the right metal. Your vehicle's wheels aren't just aesthetic components. They're complex, expensive parts made from various metals and alloys, each with specific chemical vulnerabilities that the average car owner remains completely unaware of. Here's the reality most shops won't explain. Using the wrong wheel cleaner can literally destroy your expensive wheels. It's not just about getting them clean. It's about preserving their structural and cosmetic integrity. Consider this breakdown of wheel materials and what you're never told. Chrome-plated wheels should never come in contact with acidic cleaners, which can strip the thin chrome layer, exposing the base metal to corrosion. Yet generic wheel cleaners found in auto stores often contain these exact acids, marketed as tough on brake dust, while silently destroying your chrome. Polished aluminum wheels require pH-neutral cleaners to prevent oxidation and pitting. Alkaline cleaners, which are excellent for steel wheels, will actually etch polished aluminum surfaces permanently. Painted or powder-coated wheels need gentle cleaners that won't attack the finish. Using a harsh cleaner on these can lead to peeling, bubbling, and ultimately costly refinishing. Even more insidious is what's happening where you can't see. While you focus on the face of your wheels, salt, road chemicals, and brake dust are accumulating in your wheel wells and behind the wheels, causing structural corrosion that can compromise safety and lead to expensive repairs. Professional detailers know this, of course. They carefully select wheel cleaning products based on wheel composition, but rarely explain this. Critical differentiation to customers. Why would they? It's more profitable to let you make mistakes that require their intervention later. Meguiar's offers specific formulations for each wheel type, but the critical knowledge of which to use when is often obscured by generic marketing language or overlooked entirely in the pursuit of universal cleaning solutions. The protection of your wheels doesn't stop at cleaning either. Proper sealants designed specifically for wheel materials can prevent brake dust adhesion and make future cleaning dramatically easier. Yet these steps are frequently omitted from basic detailing packages, creating dependency on frequent professional cleanings. Wait until you hear about the costly mistake you're making with your car's trim and plastics. Secret number 8. Your trim and plastics deserve attention. Before waxing, one of the most expensive mistakes I see car owners make repeatedly is ignoring their exterior plastics and trim during the detailing process, only to discover permanent damage later. This isn't just an aesthetic issue, it's a costly oversight that professionals rarely emphasize. Here's what happens. When you apply wax, polish, or sealant to your vehicle without first properly cleaning and treating the plastic and rubber trim, you're setting up a chemical reaction that can permanently stain and discolor these components. Think about it. Those black plastic mirror caps, window surrounds, bumper inserts, and body moldings aren't just decorative elements. They're specifically engineered composite materials that interact with detailing chemicals differently than your paint does. When you drag a wax-laden applicator pad across untreated plastic, two destructive processes occur simultaneously. First, any grit or contamination on the plastic surface acts like sandpaper against your paint. Second, the oils and polymers in the wax can penetrate porous plastic, creating those stubborn white stains that seem impossible to remove. Professional detailers understand this sequence intimately. They know that proper preparation of trim is essential before any paint protection begins. Yet this critical step is rarely emphasized in consumer education, creating a cycle of damage and repair that benefits the service industry. The correct approach, the one that saves hundreds in replacement trim pieces, is to clean all exterior plastic and rubber with a specific trim cleaner that removes embedded contaminants without damaging the surface. Then, crucially, apply a dedicated plastic protectant that creates a barrier against wax staining, while simultaneously restoring the plastic's rich appearance and UV protection. Meguiar's Ultimate Black Plastic Restore is specifically formulated for this purpose, creating a protective layer that prevents wax absorption while extending the life of these expensive components. Yet many car owners skip directly to paint protection, unaware of the costly damage they're inflicting on their trim. Even more concerning is how this damage compounds over time. UV-exposed plastic that hasn't been properly protected breaks down much faster, leading to cracking, fading, and ultimately requiring complete replacement, a service that can cost hundreds or even thousands depending on your vehicle. But if you think plastic protection is important, wait until you learn about the skincare principle that will completely transform your paint's longevity. Secret number 7. Treat your car like skincare. Imagine applying expensive face moisturizer directly over dirt, sweat, and makeup. Sounds absurd, right? Yet this is precisely what millions of car owners do every time they apply wax or sealant to inadequately prepped paint. This misconception is so profitable for the detailing industry that it's almost never directly addressed in consumer education. Why? Because improperly applied protection products create the perfect conditions for premature paint failure, guaranteeing a steady stream of correction services. Here's the truth. Your vehicle's clear coat is essentially its skin. Like human skin, it has pores, it absorbs environmental contaminants, and it requires proper cleansing before any treatment can be effective. When you apply wax, sealant, or ceramic coating over a surface that hasn't been thoroughly decontaminated, you're not protecting your paint, you're sealing contaminants against it, accelerating damage rather than preventing it. Professional detailers understand this fundamental principle intimately. Before applying any protection, they ensure that the paint surface is completely clean at a microscopic level. This doesn't mean just a basic wash, it means a systematic decontamination process that removes everything from industrial fallout to tree sap to embedded brake dust. This is why those quick wash and wax services at local car washes deliver such disappointing longevity. They're applying protection products over contaminated surfaces, creating the illusion of protection while actually accelerating deterioration. The proper approach, the one that extends paint life by years, involves a multi-step preparation process. First, a thorough pH-balanced wash that removes surface contaminants without stripping existing protection. Second, a chemical decontamination using an iron remover that dissolves bonded metallic particles that washing alone can't touch. Third, a physical decontamination using a clay clay bar or synthetic clay medium that physically lifts embedded contaminants from the paint's pores. Only after these steps is the paint truly ready to accept and properly bond with protection products. Skipping any of these stages is equivalent to building a house on sand. The foundation is compromised from the start. Meguiar's Smooth Surface Clay Kit provides everything needed for this critical step, yet how many car owners actually understand its importance in the protection process? Very few, because this knowledge threatens the profitability of quick service detailing operations. Speaking of hidden contaminants, wait until you discover what you've been missing in your interior cleaning routine. Secret number 6. Interior carpets and mats. Brush before vacuuming. Here's a technique that professional detailers use religiously, but rarely explain to customers. Always brush your carpets and mats vigorously before vacuuming, not after. This simple sequence change dramatically improves contamination removal and extends the life of your interior textiles. The reason is simple physics, yet it's consistently overlooked in consumer advice. Vacuum suction alone cannot extract debris that's been ground deep into carpet fibers. These particles, sharp sand, abrasive salt, acidic food remnants, continue to cut and damage carpet fibers from within, even after what appears to be thorough vacuuming. Think about what happens when you walk on carpet with dirty shoes. Each step grinds particles deeper between the fibers, where they become trapped in the carpet backing and pile. Standard vacuum suction, even with professional equipment, can only remove what's sitting near the surface. Professional detailers understand this limitation, which is why they always begin with mechanical agitation using a stiff brush. This crucial step breaks the grip between embedded particles and carpet fibers, lifting contaminants into a position where vacuum suction can actually remove them. Yet this critical technique is rarely demonstrated in consumer education. Why? Because thorough interior cleaning is one of the most profitable services detailing shops offer, with markups often exceeding 400% over material costs. Keeping this simple yet effective technique obscured maintains dependency on professional services. The correct approach is straightforward. Using a dedicated interior brush with firm nylon bristles like Meguiar's carpet and upholstery brush, vigorously agitate all carpet surfaces in multiple directions before vacuuming. This mechanical disruption breaks the bond between contaminants and fibers, allowing your vacuum to remove significantly more debris. For heavily soiled areas, this brush-first approach becomes even more crucial. The agitation not only loosens visible debris, but also breaks up stain-causing compounds before they can set permanently into the fiber structure. This same principle applies to cloth upholstery, where embedded particles can actually accelerate wear by cutting fabric fibers each time you sit down. A few minutes of proper brushing before vacuuming can extend upholstery life by years, while maintaining a consistently cleaner appearance. Now that your interior is truly clean, let's move to a window cleaning technique that will save you endless frustration. Secret number 5. Cleaning glass. Use directional wipe. Technique. Have you ever spent what feels like hours cleaning your car's windows only to find annoying streaks that seem to multiply the more you try to remove them? This endless cycle of frustration isn't due to poor products or technique. It's because you're missing a fundamental method that professional detailers use religiously, but rarely explain to customers. The directional wipe technique is deceptively simple, yet transforms glass cleaning from an exercise in frustration to a systematic, efficient process. Here's the truth. The real challenge in automotive glass cleaning isn't removing dirt. It's identifying which surface has the remaining streaks. Think about it. Your windshield and windows have both interior and exterior surfaces, often with different contamination types on each. When you clean randomly, using the same wiping pattern on both sides, it becomes nearly impossible to determine where that persistent streak is actually located. Professional detailers solve this problem with a brilliantly simple system. They clean the exterior glass surfaces with horizontal wipes and the interior surfaces with vertical wipes. This creates an immediate diagnostic tool. If you see a horizontal streak, it's on the outside. A vertical streak is on the inside. This technique eliminates the maddening cycle of cleaning the wrong surface repeatedly while wondering why the streak won't disappear. Yet this approach is rarely taught to consumers, creating dependency on professional services for streak-free results. The correct implementation is straightforward. Using a quality glass cleaner like Meguiar's Perfect Clarity Glass Cleaner, apply to your exterior glass and wipe in straight, overlapping horizontal strokes. Then move to the interior glass and wipe exclusively in vertical strokes. The perpendicular patterns create an instant visual reference for any remaining imperfections. For the best results, pair this directional technique with proper towel selection. Microfiber glass towels with a tight weave and no protruding fibers will eliminate lint while maximizing clarity. Avoid traditional terry cloth or cotton towels, which leave both lint and microscopic streaks behind. Perhaps most important is what happens after cleaning. Once you've achieved perfectly clear glass, apply a rain repellent like Meguiar's Perfect Clarity Glass Sealant to exterior surfaces. This invisible barrier not only improves visibility during rain, but also makes future cleaning dramatically easier by preventing contaminant adhesion. But if you think proper glass cleaning technique is revolutionary, wait until you learn the truth about wax application that contradicts everything marketing has taught you. Secret number 4. More wax isn't better. One of the most pervasive and profitable myths in automotive care is the belief that applying more wax creates better protection. This misconception isn't accidental. It's carefully cultivated by marketing that encourages excessive product use, driving higher consumption and repeat purchases. The scientific reality that professional detailers understand is this: wax and sealant protection works through molecular bonding at a microscopic level, not through physical thickness. Once the bonding sites on your paint surface are occupied, additional product simply sits on top, unable to form proper bonds. This excess product doesn't just waste your money, it actively creates problems. Unbonded wax becomes a dust and contamination magnet, attracting airborne particles and creating a cloudy appearance that diminishes rather than enhances your finish. Even more concerning is how excess wax impacts durability. A proper thin, even coat creates uniform protection with optimal molecular bonds. Thick, uneven application creates weak spots in the protection layer that fail prematurely, leaving your paint vulnerable in some areas while others remain protected. Professional detailers understand these principles intimately. They apply thin, methodical coats because they know the science of proper bonding. Yet consumer marketing continues pushing the more is better narrative because it directly increases product consumption and therefore profits. The proper technique, the one that delivers maximum protection with minimum product, involves applying wax or sealant to a cool, clean surface in an extremely thin layer. Allow it to fully cure according to the product instructions, then remove completely with a clean, high-quality microfiber towel. A second coat should only be applied after the first has fully bonded, typically 12-24 hours later. Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid Wax exemplifies this principle perfectly. Its synthetic polymer technology is designed for thin application and molecular bonding, not thick layering. When applied correctly, sparingly, and evenly, a single bottle can protect multiple vehicles, delivering significantly more value than overuse ever could. This conservative application not only maximizes protection, but also dramatically improves clarity and depth in your finish. The visual difference between properly applied thin coats and excessive application is immediately apparent in how light reflects off the surface. Now that you know the truth about wax application, let's explore a crucial step that separates amateur results from truly professional finishes. Secret number 3. Clay bar treatment. It's not just for show cars. One of the most crucial yet underutilized techniques in proper paint care is clay bar decontamination, a process that professional detailers apply religiously but rarely explain to everyday car owners. This critical step is frequently positioned as an optional upgrade or show car only treatment when it's actually essential for proper protection bonding on any vehicle. Here's the reality. Even after a thorough washing, your paint surface remains covered in bonded contaminants invisible to the naked eye. Industrial fallout, rail dust, brake dust particles, tree sap mist, and airborne pollutants become chemically or physically bonded to your paint, creating a rough, contaminated surface that compromises protection product performance. The evidence is literally at your fingertips. After washing your car, run your hand across the paint inside a thin plastic bag. That grittiness you feel isn't inadequate washing. It's bonded contamination that washing alone cannot remove. These microscopic contaminants create two serious problems. First, they prevent proper adhesion of waxes, sealants, and coatings, drastically reducing protection duration. Second, they act as nucleation sites for corrosion and oxidation, accelerating paint degradation over time. Clay bar treatment, using a synthetic clay medium with proper lubricant, physically lifts and removes these bonded contaminants, creating a truly clean surface at a microscopic level. The difference in how protection products perform on clayed versus unclayed surfaces is dramatic, often doubling or tripling durability. Professional detailers understand this critical difference, which is why clay decontamination is a standard step in their premium services. Yet for everyday car owners, this crucial technique remains underemphasized in consumer education. The proper implementation is straightforward. After washing, spray a section of your vehicle with clay lubricant like Meguiar's Quick Detail detailer, then gently glide a clay bar or synthetic clay medium across the surface with light pressure. The clay physically pulls contaminants from the paint, leaving a glass-smooth surface that must be felt to be believed. As the clay becomes dirty, simply fold it to expose a clean section and continue. A single clay bar can typically treat 3 to 5 vehicles before replacement is necessary, making it an incredibly cost-effective investment in paint longevity. The transformation is most noticeable in how light reflects off the paint after claying. Surface contamination creates thousands of tiny disruptions in reflection, diminishing depth and clarity. A properly clayed surface displays dramatically improved gloss and depth even before any polishing or protection is applied. If proper surface preparation is critical, wait until you learn how your microfiber towels might actually be damaging your paint. Secret number 2. Microfiber towels must be treated properly. One of the most insidious causes of paint damage comes from the very tools meant to protect it: improperly maintained microfiber towels. This overlooked aspect of detailing is rarely addressed in consumer education, yet professional detailers understand that towel maintenance is as crucial as product selection. Here's the shocking truth: that premium microfiber towel you purchased for paint care can actually become more abrasive than traditional cotton if maintained incorrectly. The microscopic polyester and polyamide fibers that make microfiber effective also make it uniquely vulnerable to contamination and damage. The most common and destructive mistake occurs during washing. When microfiber is laundered with cotton items, the cotton fibers shed lint that becomes trapped in the microfiber's zia structure. These cotton particles then act as abrasives against your paint, creating the very swirl marks you were trying to avoid. Even more damaging is the use of fabric softener, a product many people add reflexively to all laundry. Fabric softener coats the individual fibers of microfiber with a waxy residue, dramatically reducing absorbency and creating a surface that can scratch delicate clear coats. Professional detailers maintain separate laundry procedures for their microfiber, a practice rarely communicated to consumers. This specialized care includes washing only with other microfiber items, using dedicated detergent free of additives, performing double rinse cycles to remove all detergent residue, and drying at low or no heat to prevent fiber damage. Another critical factor is the physical condition of the microfiber itself. Any towel with a sewn edge or tag should never touch your paint unless that edge has been properly removed or fully recessed. These seemingly minor protrusions can create distinctive scratch patterns that require professional correction to remove. The proper care regimen for microfiber is straightforward but non-negotiable. Wash separately from all other laundry, use only microfiber-safe detergent without additives, never use fabric softener, double rinse to remove all detergent residue, and air dry or use the lowest heat setting available. Additionally, maintain separate microfiber towels for different purposes. Towels used for engine bays, wheels, or interior cleaning should never be used on paint, as cross-contamination can transfer abrasive particles to your finish. Meguiar's Supreme Shine. Microfiber towels are specifically designed for paint care, with properly finished edges and the optimal blend of polyester and polyamide. Yet even these premium towels require proper maintenance to remain safe for delicate finishes. The investment in proper microfiber care pays enormous dividends in paint longevity. A properly maintained collection of quality microfiber towels can provide years of safe service, while improperly maintained towels can cause damage requiring hundreds in correction services. Before I reveal the absolute most important secret that professional detailers don't want you to know, the one technique that will literally transform your results overnight, I need to ask you something important. Are you getting value from these insider techniques? Because if this information is helping you take back control of your vehicle's appearance and saving you from unnecessary professional services, I need your help to reach more car owners just like you. Hit that subscribe button right now and give this video a thumbs up. The car care industry thrives on information asymmetry. They profit when you don't know these techniques. Every like and subscription helps break that monopoly on knowledge and shows the algorithm this content deserves to reach other car owners. Now, in the comments, I want to know, what's the most outrageous price you've ever been quoted for a detailing service? Share that number along with what type of service it was for. I'm collecting these stories to demonstrate just how inflated the professional detailing market has become. With that out of the way, let's dive into the absolute most crucial technique, the one that professional detailers consider the foundation of all proper car care, but rarely explain to clients. Secret number 1. Use the 2-bucket wash method. The single most important technique that separates amateur results from professional-grade finishes isn't exotic waxes, specialized equipment, or secret formulas. It's a fundamental washing method that costs nothing extra, yet prevents the most common and destructive form of paint damage: washing-induced swirl marks. The 2-bucket method is deceptively simple yet transformative in its impact on your paint's long-term appearance. Instead of the traditional single-bucket approach, Professional detailers always use two distinct buckets, one containing your soap solution and a second containing clean rinse water. Here's why this matters. When you wash your vehicle with a single bucket, each time you return your mitt to the bucket, you're releasing the dirt and grit you just removed from the paint into your wash solution. Then, when you load your mitt with fresh solution, you're also picking up that suspended contamination and dragging it back across your paint surface. This creates a destructive cycle where you're essentially turning your wash mitt into sandpaper with each dip, inflicting thousands of microscopic scratches that eventually appear as the swirl marks and spider webbing that plague most vehicles. Professional detailers understand this fundamental problem intimately. The two-bucket solution creates a simple but effective contamination management system. After washing a section of your vehicle, you first rinse your mitt in the clean water bucket, releasing contamination there instead of in your soap solution. The dirt settles to the bottom of this rinse bucket, prevented from returning to your paint. Only after this crucial rinsing step do you return to your soap bucket for fresh solution, ensuring that your mitt remains as contamination-free as possible throughout the washing process. The difference this simple technique makes is dramatic and cumulative. A vehicle washed consistently with the two-bucket method will maintain its swirl-free appearance for years, while single-bucket washing creates damage requiring professional correction within months. For maximum effectiveness, professional detailers add two critical enhancements to this system: grit guards and mitt inspection. Placing a grit guard at the bottom of each bucket creates a barrier that prevents dislodged contamination from being stirred back into suspension. Visually inspecting your mitt after rinsing and before reloading with soap ensures no particles remain trapped in the fibers. Meguiar's doesn't explicitly promote this technique because it doesn't directly sell product, but their professional detailers consider it non-negotiable for proper paint care. It's the foundation upon which all other detailing processes are built. The most telling evidence of this technique's importance is how rarely it's emphasized in consumer education. Why? Because professional detailers profit enormously from correcting the very swirl marks that single bucket washing creates. The two-bucket method threatens this lucrative revenue stream by preventing damage before it occurs. So there you have it, the 10 most valuable Meguiar secrets that professional detailers hope you never discover. What I'm most curious about now is which of these techniques you'll implement first and what results you see. Let me know in the comments what other car care topics you want me to expose next, whether it's headlight restoration, leather care, or paint correction techniques. Your questions guide my future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.